Hi,
Hello.
welcome to another episode of Joyful Living. I'm Heather Rizzo. I am a holistic practitioner and licensed body worker. My clients like to call me the Body Whisperer, and one of the co-founders of the Joyful Healing Playground in Monona, Wisconsin.
I'm Mary Crawford, the other founder of the Joyful Healing Playground, and we do energy work here. Both of us do a lot of energy work, helping you get rid of emotional energy that's keeping you stuck and helping you kind of just move forward in your life and have more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, before we jump in, just making our disclaimer, we're not doctors. We're not here to diagnose anything or make any claims of cure. Everything that we share are personal experiences and testimonials from our clients. So, happy April!
Yay! Happy spring!
Happy spring. It's a new month. We're out of retrograde. So I want to start off by just sharing some of the planetary things that are going on right now. So I always like at the beginning of a new month to do this self-reflection, do a little bit of looking at how the last month went and what I want to create and change for the upcoming month. And not only do we have a fresh month, but we're starting the second quarter of the year. And we've got the new moon coming up on Friday. So it's going to be a really wonderful time to do that reflection, really check in on, is this still bringing me joy? Is this still exciting me? And April is going to be a really potent month because Mercury is out of retrograde. We've got the energy of spring. Our last new moon in March ended a cycle. It started a new cycle that is going to go until 2026. So this month is a really good time to check in with yourself and get clear on what are you wanting to manifest. And I invite you to really check in with your heart. What does your soul want to manifest? I believe we all have these blueprints, and you might have heard me talk about our internal compass before, that our heart knows where to go. But sometimes our ego can get in the way, and this is where things can get a little sticky with things like law of attraction and manifestation. So I really invite you to take this time coming up on Friday to get really clear about what it is that your heart is wanting.
That's so important because we tend to focus on what we don't have rather than what we know is possible. One of the things that I've been talking a lot with my clients about lately is the idea of hope. And hope, I've always thought, well, hope is great. Hope is wonderful. Hope is brightness and all of that. But if you think about hope, hope has an energy of doubt. I hope this will happen, but it might not. I hope I can create that, but it might not. I might not be able to. So while law of attraction is important, and it's probably the most important law of the universe, what we have to remember is that we are magical, and we have to be that magic. We have to step into that magic and know without a shadow of doubt that we have the ability to create our life, that we can change things, we can manifest things, we can be what we want to be. If we just hope that money comes to us and we just keep thinking about hoping that money comes to us, there's always that underlying vibration of doubt, and I don't have it right now, and I might not get it, and that's going to be okay if I don't get it, But we try to psych ourselves up for not getting what we hope we'll get. Love, health, money, career, success. What is it that you would like? And then how can you step into the magic of knowing that it is possible? Knowing that you can create it and that it's coming to you now. And then just let go. Just let go and focus on something else. Because the more we get stuck in talking about, I'm going to create this, I'm going to create this, I'm going to create this, the more we're kind of slipping back into that, but I don't have it yet. But I don't have it yet, and I might not get it.
I think when we get into things like manifestation or law of attraction, we can get stuck in the asking phase and that wanting energy, and the receiving and that allowing is really important. And that energy is really up for April, as we've had a planetary shift of, it's good to set goals and have intentions, but then you really need to allow yourself to tap into the flow of the life and that allowing and receiving.
Hoping and start believing. I think that's the biggest thing. I would put it on your mirror. I'm not going to hope, I'm going to believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You've heard of the acronym of seeing is believing. Well, I believe more strongly in believing is seeing.
Believing is seeing. Watch the movie The Santa Claus. It's one of my favorite movies, and I'll never forget the first time I heard the little elf say to Santa Claus, "Seeing's not believing, believing is seeing," as he was looking down at the polar bear directing traffic.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we've got the new moon coming up on Friday, but right now we're in this interesting phase of the energy isn't quite there yet. So you've got this push and pull going on. And actually, I'm going to give a shout out to my friend, Jeff Newton. He has started doing these really fantastic astrology reports. I'm not an astrologist. I'm just fascinated by it. And they have been spot on lately. So I'll put a link for his. I love you, Jeff. Your forecasts are spot on. And if you want to know more about this push-pull energy of this week, check out his latest video. So.
Great.
And you have
in kind of align with where we are now and where we're going to be. There's an oil that's coming up to support you, and the oil is vetiver. Vetiver is the most grounding and centering of all the oils. It comes from a grass that grows in Haiti, and it's a beautiful earthy smell, which some people don't like when they first smell it, but it's very earthy. It really brings you down. It like takes all those scattered, how you're thinking about this and you're thinking about that and you're worried about that and you're thinking about that, and all those little bits and pieces that you've left everywhere, it brings them right back into you. I love to put it on the bottom of my feet at night before I go to sleep, because like within 10 minutes I'm asleep. So vetiver is the oil of centering and descent, and it helps you to get rid of apathy and despondence and feeling disconnected, scattered, split, overwhelmed, overworked, all of that energy, and really come into, this is who I really am, grounded, centered, connected to the earth. Really important. So while all of this planetary stuff is going on and spring is here and all these new things are happening, remember that you are part of the earth. You're really connected, and keep that grounding so you don't get blown away. The other one that comes up for you is not an oil, it's the crystal jet. And jet, it's a really black stone. It comes actually from metamorphized trees, I believe, that have been just really, really old trees. But it brings the energy of protection. So jet is about, again, being grounded, being connected to the earth, but being guarded against any kind of negative energy that wants to come at you. A lot of people carry jet with them in their pocket or wear it around their neck or something. It just protects you from negative energies. Can also do some protection against Wi-Fi and those kinds of radiation things that we're being bombarded with all the time. Wear it, carry it with you. So jet and vetiver both really want you to stay connected to the earth and know that the earth has your back. Know that you're protected. Know that you're safe, and just keep going.
Excellent. Thank you, Mary. Well, speaking of oils, wanted to share the April specials that are going on. doTERRA has generously decided to extend their Deep Blue special, so you get the Deep Blue rub as well as the smaller bottle with a 200 PV order. That is until the 15th of April. And then the product of the month is Breathe, which is the respiratory blend. And the roll-on, if you have 125 PV, order in by the 15th of the month. And I love Breathe year-round. It's really great in the wintertime for congestion, but we have respiratory, environmental sort of threats year round with the seasonal shifts too. But
that one can really help with allergies. But also, if you have sinus things going on, using the Breathe Roll-On and just putting a little bit over the sinuses, over the eyes, it can really help because it'll penetrate the skin really quickly and get into those sinuses.
It's always great to put the oils on your feet too, just to help it. You've got so many nerve endings on the bottom of your feet from a reflexology standpoint, just helps your whole system. So I really like to put my oils in the specific spot as well as on my feet too.
Or you can get somebody to help you put them on your spine.
On your spine, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 10% off product is Tri-Ease, and this is a must-have for me. I always wait until April when it goes on sale, and I stock up. I used to have really severe seasonal allergies to the point of even having to get injections. I pretty much had to be locked in my house for the entire month of September and the end of August and beginning of October. We used to have this joke in my family that I was allergic to school because we didn't know that I had these really severe ragweed allergies, and I'd be fine all summer, and then all of a sudden I'd just be miserable because my throat would swell, my sinuses, just awful. But I swear, by the Tri-Ease, it has worked better for me than any prescription, any over-the-counter, and I actually have been getting to enjoy fall the last 2 years since I started taking this 2 years ago. So it's made a huge difference.
Works really well in the spring allergies too, with the pollen, which is just starting to come out here in Wisconsin, and people are starting to notice it already. So Tri-Ease. Little capsule, little tiny capsule. It's very small. I mean, I think even kids would have no problem swallowing it. Yeah. If you do have allergies in the family and the kids aren't going to take that, you can diffuse lemon, lavender, and peppermint because those are the oils that are in Tri-Ease. And I know people who have had really good results with that as well, diffusing the lemon, lavender, and peppermint throughout the day.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Okay.
We have some events coming up.
I have one event coming up. If you would like to learn how to be magical and dowse, I am teaching both dowsing classes, the Learn to Dowse beginner class, which really is more than a beginner class because you will learn pretty much everything you need to know to really make some changes in your life and get answers really quickly. This is on Saturday the 27th right here at the playground. Starts at 10 in the morning. And it's listed on my Facebook page. I don't think I've made the meetup group yet for it, but I'll do that. We'll put it on the Joyful Healing Playground page as well. And then that's in the morning, and then we're going to take a lunch break, and in the afternoon we're going to go right into advanced dowsing. So advanced dowsing is where you get to really be magical and change the molecular structure of things. Neutralize viruses and bacteria. Just really have some fun with how magical you can be. And that one, if you've already taken the first class and you just want to come to that, you're welcome to do so. If you want to do both of them, I'm giving a $10 discount on the two of them together. So, so let me know. You can email me or you can just go to Facebook and sign up.
Yeah.
27.
Learning how to dowse is a great way to be able to check in and see what oils are most supportive to you when, and
crystals.
Use it all the time.
What clothes to wear. Whether you want to go to that meeting, whether you want to have that event, I
see it as a way of getting out of my head and into my heart and my body so that my soul can help me make the choice.
Yeah, and this is not really that woo-woo. This is just you tapping into what you already know and that you're blocking from yourself. Or maybe it's not so easy for you to hear those answers. You're tapping into your higher self, your higher knowledge.
Yeah. Excellent. And then our other event is our Sacred Woman Circle coming up on April 19th. That's from 12 until 1:30. If you need to leave a little early, that's fine. But ladies, bring your lunch. Come join us. We're doing the new book, Mary Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene Beckons, Follow the River of Love.
Yep, and that's all on our website, joyfulhealingplayground.com.
And I think, Heather and I haven't talked about this yet, but I think we're going to do an oil class too, because there's some really fun oil classes we can do for spring. So we'll get that going.
And there's some new products that doTERRA just came out with. Exciting too.
Yeah. Was that Blossom one? Is a special?
Thank you for reminding me. Mother's Day gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, maybe starting to think about that. I don't know. But oils make great Mother's Day gift. And there's a really beautiful blend that doTERRA is coming out with called Citrus Bloom for Mother's Day. So.
And it comes, you can buy it in a package with a really nice diffuser as well, if you want to just get her started with the oils. So, lots of opportunities, lots of fun spring cleaning. We can do more of that. Just having fun opening up our house and bringing in flowers and stuff like that.
Well, thank you again for joining us. I hope that your April is off to a great start, and do all that social media stuff. Like us, take a friend you think would be interested in this, and we'll see you next time.
Have a fun spring.